Hello, this is Bryce coming to you with this week's Duckling Seed Bootcamp Week 3 Thief Time. It looks like we're going to have a forced thief this time, but the notable flags for this week are we get a free tail, there are 0 loose key items, there's the Gaia Short Cut, Gaia Item shop has been moved, half black belt crit is on, we get 2 class bonuses. There's also blursings where they can have positive or negative stats for weapons and armor. We get the fast ship this time. Thief lockpicking is set to level 10. And the Cardia Incentive is on, which is not often on, but it is this time. The other thing when I was going through the seed set that I noticed is that the Mazimmune has been removed from this specific seed. So this is one where I probably would not be very interested in taking a knight unless the bonus is really good. So once again, I'm using Groggy Dog's tracker for following along. Let me clear some of this off. I think we're just about ready. So let's see what we have in here for the blursings and character stuff. So here we go. Alright. So for the thief, we've got +5 luck and use of the black shirt. The +5 luck is nice. Black shirt use is not, it's black shirt's usually slightly worse than a gold bracelet, so it's nothing special, but alright, we got Wort. Alright, let's see. We'll start at the beginning. Fighter, we got +40 Vite and a Thor Hammer. +40 Vite is nice. He'd max out his HP, but it's not good enough where I would, unless the blessings for the black belt are garbage. That's not something I want. Black belt, we got white shirt and +20 strength. +20 strength's pretty nice. White shirt, again, that's the same thing as the black shirt for the most part. So we'll take the black belt as the backup here. Melee. Alright, for red mage, we've got +20 agility and +20 MDef. That's not bad. That's fine. White mage, katana use and +15 Vite. Thief luck and 15 agility. I like that, so I'm going to go with red mage. And a black mage. Alright, so that is our party set. As far as the incentivized locations, we got 22 items and 22 locations. Most of them are vanilla. The Sea Shrine is random, and Earth Cave is behind gating, but the rest is vanilla. So, alright, let's get going. So see the pluses and minuses, and we've got gives you the stats there, but I'm actually going to try to do this one relatively quick, so we'll see. Nothing there. We got Lit 3, there we go. No need for a Fire 2 really, because Lit 3 would do better than whatever Fire 2 was going to do. So, I should probably check armor. Not the best routing in town. Steel +3, that's not bad. Nothing I can use right now, though. Cheap pures, I like that. Heals are kind of eh. Cabins are pretty cheap. And houses are pretty cheap, so we'll be using those. Alright, here we go. Probably going to skip most of the boxes here. Run. With the black belt there, I'm trying to save as much time as possible, so. Not sure why the game is making that noise, but maybe it's because Garland's, well, he was super soft. Alright, what do we got here? Canal from the king. And we we got the ship. So we can go a few places. One thing I learned the hard way the other day was that if you exit out of there, it will take you back up to Topher. So you don't really want to exit from there. You'll notice I did remember to save after beating Garland this time, which I forgot to do last time. I'm trying to get in the habit of being better about remembering to save. Lit 3 being level 1 is really nice. Alright, Ice 2. Meh. But early on, where you don't have a ton of spell charges, it's nice to have a second one. Cure 4 in life. And both Red Mage learnable. I like to see that. Alright. Not too worried about the pirates, so I'll save after. And you can see the strength already. Normally the black belt doesn't do anything at this level, but with the strength bonus, already doing, 28 damage, I mean, yippee, but it's better. TNT, some inner sea items, fetch quests. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip Marsh for now because once again I absolutely hate Marsh. So I'm gonna go check the spells down in Elfland, and then I'm gonna go to get the TNT, and then I'm gonna go run over to Crescent and see what's over there. Fire Sahags. Take a couple of these fights if I get them, just to get a little bit of extra gold while I'm on the way down there. Since I haven't checked any boxes, I haven't gotten any, gold there yet. So, if there's a good spell or something here, I should hopefully have. And I can't run here, so. Boo earns 63 damage. Bane. Quad X. And Bane. I'm gonna go see what white magic is before I. None of those were like must-haves. Let's see if there's a life 2. I'll take that. Go see if there's any good level 4 spells before I spend all my money. Wall. Nuke. Ah, not enough money, but I'm gonna want that. Alright, so let's go see if there's any money in Dwarf. Oop, I forgot, and there you go, I forgot to save and get some charges back. One of these times, I'm telling you, I'm going to actually do what I'm supposed to do. And save when I'm supposed to save. Oxy, alright, well. I didn't need that quite yet, but I'll say hi to you. I'll take this fight. Ah. I was kind of hoping not to waste the spell charge. Ooh, ouch. That's at least one purchase of nuke. Oop, no, I'll take this because first strike. It's a bummer again to waste both charges, but if I'm lucky, or just take these fights, I'll have the lockpicking on, and I can get the Canaria incentive item. Now the thief's evasion's supposed to be pretty high this time, so I'm a little surprised that he got hit there. There we go, that's a little better. Alright, that is using all of your spell charges. Alright, still no vendor item thing. Pro rings for about 10k. That'll be good. All the blessings are negative right now. Nothing really there. Fast and cake. I'm gonna buy fast now. The loot. Alright, well, that didn't really help. Bet you thought I was going to forget to save. Alright, well, this was kind of a bummer. But I got some gold and I got some levels and another first strike. So, and that's the benefit, by the way, I guess I should say. With the higher your agility, I think I mentioned this last time, but the higher your agility is in slot 1, the more likely it is for you to have first chances and avoid ambushes. And, you know, so having the thief in the top slot, especially with the agility bonus on, is really a good idea. Just to have a lot of those chances to get kind of free XP. And of course, as I say that, I get ambushed. Still taking a few fights just so that I can try to maybe get level 10 by the time I get there. Plus, I want to be able to buy a nuke for both Raven and Zeus. So, and spending 5k and spells there was not ideal. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go into Marsh since there wasn't much there. So, let's see here. We were gonna go buy nuke. That's right. So buy some of those to be able to drop on the way. I don't have warp or exit, so it's a little bit of a bummer because there's no quick way out of Marsh now. And it's vanilla, so I gotta go all the way in. However, I'm a little bit higher level right now, so it should be a little nicer going through there than, you know, normally when you're going in level 3, 4, 5. Cannot run. And the good news is the magic's been pretty kind so far, so I should have plenty of charges between Raven and Zeus to get in and out. But we'll see what the abilities that they have is. Oh, and I just noticed it there, and I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but free tail. So we'll be a ninja at some point. I can't run here. Alright. There you go. D's already hitting, you know, decent amount for these low-level stuff. So I don't think I'll necessarily need to go to level 42 with D. This is... Ugh. Vanilla trap tiles, it appears. I'm gonna try to get that level just so maybe I can check the... I mean, the locked here is there's nothing here, but there we go. So now I can do Canaria Castle. So the ruby. Saber +1. I'm mostly doing this just to get a little bit of money at this point. But no, I don't want to. It's not worth it for 3 boxes. And no, if I had exit, that'd be one thing, but glance. I mean, the good news is that, I mean, unless there's a progression item in Canaria Locked, everybody's going to have to walk in and out of here because I didn't see exit or warp for sale yet. I didn't check Melmond, so maybe it's there. So, you know, maybe if I had looked there on the way back and found exit or warp, I would have saved myself some time. But while it would be good going forward, if it's in there, and I doubt most people skip Marsh to start. Maybe with the canal, but you know, if I'm trying to make up time on some of the veterans or try to improve my own times, I've got to stop. You know, you got to at some point, I guess, play the seed and the flag set as opposed to like how you want to play if you end up wanting to win anything. So you know, while I have fun getting boxes and having my characters get super strong with their gear and whatnot, and you know, it's a good source of money and all that jazz, you're not going to win many races doing that. So unless it's an oops all loose kind of game or shard hunt, you know, you're really just wasting time checking boxes, especially with the black belt in your back pocket. So because I need some money anyways, I am going to check inside here real quick just to see what these 4 boxes are. It's been very impressive watching these Duckling boot camps. Like, these guys, that was worth it. These guys know everything as far as, like, you know, it's 45 seconds here. It's, you know, a minute and a half here if you do it right. You skip here because it's 2 minutes, you know. It's really fascinating to watch, to see just the level of knowledge that they possess with regards to, you know, how to optimize your runs to try, you know, provided RNG is nice, to, you know, win races. So it's you can see why they're leading the boot camp, because it's really impressive. All right, so Canaria locked. is incentivized, and it's the vanilla. I'm going to check all the boxes since there's 6 of them. It'd be real fun. Oh, opal. That's a really good. That's the best bracelet in the game. So we're gonna. I'm gonna give it to D only because I'm gonna rely on work dodging. Katana +1. All right. Well, I'm gonna need that. It's nice that it rolled up because when I go to ninja, he'll have a good weapon. With no Mazamune, that's the best weapon you can have. So. Alright, so now we got the ruby, so let's go, I guess, check on Sarda. I don't have a canoe or anything that can let me... Oh, let me check and see what's over here first for spells. Fade. Cannot learn. It's probably promotion lock, but... warp, so, So if I had come here, alright, so we're going to get Ice 3. We're going to get Warp. Raven's gonna get Ice 3. Raven's gonna get Warp, if he could now. So I would have made it a little bit faster, not terribly fast because I wouldn't have had a ton of charges, but silver, gold bracelets. Well, nothing there. It's a blessing. So, or at least it's vanilla. Titan's Trove is also incentivized, so we'll check that while I'm here. There we go. Slab. Well, I can talk to Dr. Un on my way back through. So for the canoe or something. I mean, I suppose it could be the rod. Let me go in. There's no incentive item I can get in there now. It's behind the gating, so I have to get the rod before I can get the key item in Earth. So there's not much to do in there right now. So the good news is there's no reason to go in there until I have the rod and can actually beat Lich. So cremate, ew. I mean, thankfully, you don't fight these in too many places, but that's annoying. I keep doing that, pressing the button too fast where I don't save. I don't use that to heal. Right, oh, there we go. So now I can just do Earth Cave. Do I have no charges? So. Because they had cremate, I'm going to drop a cabin just because. So, provided I have the charges when I actually get to Lich, you know, I'll have nuke charges, so I should be able to beat him pretty easy. I also have fast, but not that any of my melee are in a position to really help out right now. Here we go. So I'll probably end up taking an eye grind if I can, or maybe the Agama tile. We'll see how, you know, how the incentive items drop and whether it's worth yuck. Oh, this is annoying. Rub. Oh, these are mean cobras. Mean unrunnable cobras. Danger of whole day and prey sometimes. The nothing here when you get out of the fight. Yeah, run from these this time. Unless that 4-pack is unrunnable. Alright. I'm hoping that most of the good items are somewhere in the Sea Shrine, since I gotta check all those boxes anyways. And since it could be anywhere behind the gating here, I suppose, hopefully there's some decent items, maybe a ribbon or something. There we go. Alright, now the good thing is, oh, I don't have any charges, never mind. I'll say it would have been nice is that when I run up here, I can use warp to get back faster to the previous floor and then just go over, but with no warp. The herb, huh? I guess I don't really need to check them. I'll check them while I'm here, but... 2 katanas. I could have brought a white mage. But I can sell that. Usually the katana is pretty decent money. So. Ah. So it was nice to find that up there. I can kind of skip the other boxes at the bottom. The gremlin on my shoulder is telling me, but there's a ribbon down there. There's a ribbon down there. But I'm telling him, I don't care. I've got my katana. I've got a black belt. I've got fast. I haven't seen temper yet, but we'll roll the dice in the interest of speed. So the challenge I've seen is getting that thief to die when you want to do your grind. Sleep. Ah, yuck. And a low roll there. Well, this is becoming less fun, Lich. And I got 4 orbs lit for some reason. Alright, so I've got the next fetchy quest thing. The herb. We'll go back and see our buddy. See if we get a canoe. Or a crown, or a crystal. Whoops. Hey, my canoe. So, this opens up ice and... I need to buy some heals. I don't want to go in ice without some heals. With warp, I'll be able to get I should be able to skip in there. Well, no, if I wanted to do the eye grind, but alright, so there's nothing here, of course. Can also do ordeals. They said that ordeals is one you want to skip, but I like ordeals. So yeah, I'm gonna buck conventional wisdom and do my ordeals on the way around to ice. And we'll see how those zombie Ds run. I kind of like the grind there as well if they roll low, because you're right near the exit. So, and I don't believe there's an encounter right next to it, so you can just fight. And in the normal game, you can't go in here without the crown, but as part of the randomizer, they've gotten it so that you can go in here without it. It's funny, I've kind of forgotten the, ew. Those are usually fun to grind on, but not today. Can't run from these clowns. At least they rolled relatively low HP. Alright, no more of those sorcerers, unless I get a first strike. Ugh. I find that the warp thing is very rarely over on the far side for that one. It can be. There's one pillar all the way wrapped around the side that that you can get, but I'm just gonna get these because they're right here. Well, a couple items for my ninja when I'm mature. Chime. Well, everybody's gonna need to come here, so. Yeah, I don't want to grind on these. Alright, well, this is out of the way now. And I didn't lose any time because everybody will have to come here. And now I'll hit up my good friends over at Ice. Whoop. And some of you maybe have noticed, and by me, some I have noticed that the background noise on my computer will show up on my videos. So some of that boinks you hear and little alerts are, I play the PlayStation quite a bit, more than the PC actually, and I'm I guess a trophy hunter, so I enjoy, you know, one of the things I used to do playing video games growing up that hasn't changed really is I liked to beat the games to 100%. You know, games didn't take as long back when I was a kid growing up, and this one in particular, you know, my brother and my best friend and I, we used to like come up with ways to make the game interesting. So we used to have like who could beat the game at the lowest level. We had like records. My brother had the record for beating Marsh Cave at level 3. You know, I think I had beaten Lich at level 7 or something like that, or 9. And we just had little. I think I beat Chaos at level 18 once or something. But it was just stuff to make the game interesting. And I always used to 100% the games. You know, back before trophies and things like that were a thing. And you know, for years and years and years, I played Final Fantasy 11. From probably 2003 to 2009, 2010. It's the only game I played. And for Christmas one year, I got a bunch of gift cards to Best Buy, and my cousin was telling me about Batman Arkham City and what an awesome game it was. So I was looking to. I'd had a new job, and I was looking to get back into console gaming because you know, playing an MMORPG is just too hard sometimes because, you know, the game's going on when you're not there, and all of a sudden, you know, you're thinking about it too much. What am I missing? What am I missing? And it was just kind of an unhealthy way to play. And you know, I was looking to get back into console gaming, where when I turned the game off, the game was, you know, I didn't have to worry about missing something. And so I bought the PlayStation 3, and I didn't know what a trophy was at the time. I just, you know, was just going to play the game. And when the trophy popped up, I was like, what in the world is that? And I ended up, you know, Googling what these things were, and I found that it is, you know, was a thing. I was like, oh, that's sweet. So we got the adamant. I have a pro ring, so I'm going to give that to Raven. So, you know, the big draw of the trophies, oh, and you can't even run, was that basically you got a platinum trophy for doing everything in the game. You know, the trophies back then was basically 100%ing the game, and it was a way to acknowledge, hey, I 100%ed the game. So it was something that was, you know, really appealed to me, and I started, you know, playing games and 100%ing them. I'd played like 2 or 3 and, you know, beat them. But then I got into Final Fantasy 14, which was less stringent than 11, but it was still, you know, pretty big time sink. But it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. And I ended up, you know, going away. I played that for like a year, and then I ended up, you know, stopping. I wasn't playing it anymore. And when I decided I was going to be a completionist when it came to my games, I was like, well, if I'm going to be a completionist, I really need to go back and get the Platinum Trophy for Final Fantasy 14. So I did that. I stopped playing the console games again until I could go back in and get that 100%. And once I did, you know, I was able to kind of move on from there. And, you know, I discovered the God of War series, and, you know, I went through and played all of the Final Fantasies over again, and a lot of the ones I'd missed, like Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns. Like, I know those games, a lot of people didn't like them. They thought they were a little too linear. I enjoyed them. I thought that the Paradigm combat system was a lot of fun. I liked, you know, the story was kind of fine, but I liked it. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was different. I thought the music was, you know, stellar, as most of these Final Fantasy games have been, and I was really just happy to be playing new Final Fantasies again. And so, yeah. So, anyways, I am part of a kind of a community at psmp.com for trophy hunters. And you know, you'll notice in the bottom right, it's got like a little of my bottom right of my screen. It's got kind of, I guess, a little banner that's got my PlayStation statistics on there. Stuff. Ooh, this is gross. So that's what that is. But the alerts you hear are, you know, or the little bumps you hear are the threads that I'm a part of people answering them and whatnot. So, to make a short story long, that is what that noise is. But I've been catching up on a lot of like old games that came out, you know, in the decade I was gone. Like I beat the Mass Effect series this year, which, you know, came out a decade ago or longer, and that was just an amazing series. I really enjoyed my time with that series, and I also played the Dragon Age series this year, another older one. And but I've also played new games. I beat The Last of Us 2. You know, I'm going through right now, and I'm beating the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3. That series I was not as big a fan of, but in the interest of 100%ing, I've got to go through and do it. So, so yeah. But I also happen to have a big trophy streak going on right now. I've earned at least one trophy every day for over a year. So it's been like 380 days. So I try to get one trophy a day, play a little bit of that just to, you know, uh-oh. I kind of want people to die so I can start my, there we go, get some XP now. I would have liked to use his charges first, but whatever. D's got the opal. I don't have any ribbons, so if these Agamas have something bad, then this could be rough. But D seems to be hitting pretty decent, so I may not need to do much with the spells. Alright, let's see. Ow. Ooh, these things rolled kind of high. Let me get some levels with both of these guys for a little bit first. I can't even run from these guys, so... guess they're not that bad. Hopefully they don't have anything scary. And I'll just grind this out while I'm here. Well, I'm not setting any speed records this time with me at 40 minutes already. Last week's seed I was able to beat in 49 minutes. I am a lot further than 9 minutes away from getting to chaos, so probably 9 minutes away from finishing my grind. But once this grind is over, the rest of the game is going to be a breeze getting through areas. So, however, the last time I did a grind, I did that eye grind in Ice Cave, and everything seemed easy for a while, and then all of a sudden, Squint and Glance came out, and it got to be scary. I'm going to get Wirt to probably around 24 or so before I kill him off, and then I'll get D up to 32. The good news is with the lava right there, I should be able to get Wirt down pretty low. The challenge is going to be the fact that he's got the high evade, so he doesn't get hit a ton. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The good news is that they don't seem to be hitting the opal bracelet for much, so their power's not that high. So this seems to be pretty safe right now. They've got less than 300 hit points, I think. So should be able to start killing these in one turn. Yeah, looks like they got like 250 hit points. D's already becoming a powerhouse. All right. So it's got more than 237 at least. Probably less than about 260, so somewhere in between there. And then one of the things with the ninja where you don't want to get too high is that since they can learn spells, you know, they get the spell charges every other level on the odd levels. So if you level too high, you know, they can only get a max of 2 charges, but if you get too high in level, you could miss out on those charges, or, you know, it's not worth farming the other ones. By me getting Wirt to 24 before I kill him, or 26 even, I should get enough levels with him from killing the other fiends and you know, searching around Sea Shrine, that I'll get my 4, or I'll get at least a couple charges. And I think, you know, I'll want to get, he can't have fast because that was level 6, but he can get nuke, which would be nice to just have, you know, an extra nuke caster in there. But alright, so we're gonna oops. Boy, that was almost really bad. Almost hit that select button again, which would have reset me out of my grind. I've got to put like a piece of tape over that thing. Or I should probably switch it to maybe L or R or something. But I feel like my fingers are on L or R more frequently, so I'd like have to consciously push those. And there we go. I'll take it. Right. That opal bracelet was a nice find for sure. It's making me feel much better about this grind. And I'm thinking enough fights now where I'd be super surprised if this Agama had anything really scary. Ah, come on. So the good news is once I get the floater, I can go promote almost right away, because D is going to be high enough level, and the MDef, it's not going to be maxed MDef, because I think you got to get to 42 for that, but it's going to be pretty high. So without a ribbon, D should be all right. But, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but what I've learned from watching this is this whole process is that the black belt before maturity will earn 4 MDef per level and caps at, you know, 255. Whereas the master, once promoted, will only earn 1 MDef per level. So you are severely gimping your MDef growth by promoting too early. So that's why you want to take the grind with the black belt before promotion. So from here, if I'm thinking out where I want to go next, I'll probably end up going to the waterfall area, because I believe that the dock is on up there. It has to be, because there's really nowhere else. There's no incentive item here in Volcano. And I've already gotten Ice, I've gotten Ordeals, I've gotten Marsh, I've gotten Titans, I got Canaria. So the only places really left to go are Waterfall and Sea Shrine. So once I finish my grind here, I should be able to do both. And based on what I saw tonight on the boot camp, is that I almost always go to Waterfall first because I just do. But I mean, I'm in theory, I just need the cube and I'm in go mode. So, you know, with Sea Shrine being incentivized, it's random. So I could, in theory, head up towards Kraken. And if I find that incentive item and it happens to be the cube, I can skip Waterfall. I can, you know, go straight over to Sky and beat Sky, Tiamat, and then I'll be pretty much ready to go in the end game. So, you know, my thought here is, while I would normally go to Waterfall first, I'm gonna already have my grind done, so there's no reason not to go to beat Kraken first. So, oh, I'm at level 34. I've been talking here, not even really watching, but well, I'm flying by here. Might as well just go to 42. And the seed I watched earlier, the blessing for the black belt was, I think, either 10 or 20% hit percentage. So I think they could get to like level, if they wanted to, 38 or something there, and get the extra hits, the 10th hit. So, all right, I'm gonna do this for another minute, and then I'm gonna go. So when that timer says 49:30, I am gonna go fight Carrie. I don't care what my level is. Probably got 2 more of these fights. Alright, 1 more. And now D has some decent chunk of hit points. And this is why I didn't you don't check boxes, is because no gear. I mean, I got the opal, which is great. It'd be nice to have a ribbon, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Thunder, yuck. But Carrie didn't know it was coming. And now my grind is good. Go to my fast boat and head north. No, I parked up here. Actually, I suppose south is faster. Sky is also not incentivized, so there's no need to go there early. I mean, not that I can get there without the cube anyways, but... Oop. We want to go right, because that's where Leffen is. I still haven't found the vendor item either, so I'm going to go look in the Oasis while I'm over here. That's one that is easy to forget. Huh. Oh, the adamant. Shoot. That's probably where my floater is. Well, that was a wasted 30 seconds. Come on, D, you're level 36. How can you not be running right now? Alright, so what's probably going to happen is I'm going to go get the adamant, and then the adamant is going to be the crystal or something, and then the crystal's going to turn into the crown, and then the crown will finally turn into the floater or something. Oops, I already got those. That's right. Hooray! Get out of the way. Oh, well, it was close. Normally, I don't think this is an item because I need something for progression here. I pressed the button too fast. I didn't even read what it was. Floater. Alright. Go get the floater. Heal my dudes up. It's easier just to go west here because you don't have to worry about going around anything. You just go, whoop, and there we are. You gotta be kidding me. And you might be wondering, why is everything running away? Well, it's because, yuck. D is scaring everything because he's got a high morale. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go to Gaia. No, we don't. There's no need to go there. I have nothing that's there. I got a free tail. I'm going to go check the Canaria thing. Get my ninja. And with the katana, I'll now have a couple of good things. Maybe I should have raised my guy so I could get warp and get out of here a little faster. However, I did not. So Cardia Incentive is in vanilla, and nobody ever remembers where that is. Thankfully, I was paying attention earlier. I believe it was in here. And I believe it was over here. Get out of the way. This one. Power Gauntlet. Well, with no saber, I mean with no no temper yet, that might actually be good. Alright, now with this, I can actually... Oh, that's what I was going to check in Gaia possibly was the item shop, but we'll check here first. House. Now money ain't no thing. I'm gonna go into the town, raise my dudes. And now that I've matured, I can actually buy the spells there if it's worth it. Maybe Temper will be here. Let's check the item shop, see if my vendor item is here. Crystal. Alright, so we're going to put work back on the top. Alright, we'll get some armor going. So we got, let's see, is flame, so 10, 12. Alright, so we still want that. Go with the heal for now. Iron -2, just something. Silver -1. Alright, that looks pretty okay. And weapon-wise, we're going to give you the katana now. Alright. Now we're ready to go. Temper, of course. Raven, I don't think could earn that, right? No. I think the level 7 red mage spell is over here. Aw, so close. It was a waste of money, but alright. Since everybody has 1 hit point, I'm going to go to the inn. And I'm going to just go and hope that... So all I need right now is the cube. So hopefully I find the cube in here. It is entirely possible that the cube is with the crystal I bought. And that's something I gotta get better at, is I always forget to... Oh, and I also got the floater. I always forget the things that I'm super excited about, like the floater and the and the vendor item. I tend to not pay attention to. Or I always forget to mark off my tracker. I also did not check off that I've seen Astos. Oh, I can't run here. Of course. See, that's a pretty good katana right there. 5 hits, 500 damage. I'll take this. This is a great XP fight. Ah, Wirt, I was just singing your praises, and you go and do something like that. Make me waste an extra 20 seconds. Well, if I'm going to start swinging more, I should probably give Raven at least something to swing. It's Dragon +1. Ice is still better, it looks like. Cremate. Oh yeah, that's what will happen. I was wondering why Zeus's hit points were so low. I forgot he took a punch to the face from a ghost. Those things hit hard. Dragon armor. D is Brack. Well, that's not nice. Ooh, and 1 soft. Yeesh. I am gonna run this time. D, you bracked D, and I have no soft. You gotta be kidding me. Well, let's see if we can dodge, tank, and nuke our way through Kraken. That is unreal. don't have Brack for the quick victory here either. I gotta actually do some damage. Alright, so let's not ideal. And I've got no... Oh boy. Oh, I would like some higher rolls of that there, gentlemen. Man. This is not looking good. Wow. That's wild. Alright. Hopefully there's some softs here. Nope. Oh, I need to raise people. Well, it's a waste of time to go to get a soft. I'm just going to have to do the mermaid side without D, which should be fine, but it's a bummer because if I got into any unrunnables or whatnot, I was really kind of hoping to get him to 42, but it be what it be. Now, Wirt will go next and run. Oh. That doesn't usually happen. Alright. Which one's got it? What will be a bummer is if this is not the cube. But if it is, I don't want to fly away and check somewhere else. And then, ooh. And then have to come all the way back here since I'm already in the area. Defense. Well. I'm gonna be bummed if Matoya has this. If this is, well, the thing is, I don't think there's another item. I'll need a ribbon, so if it's a ribbon, I'll still want to keep it. I've already got the power bonk, even though I probably wouldn't have needed it. But if it was a power bonk, I might have just reset it out. But I'm hoping this is a cube, so I can minimize my amount of running around. I can just go right to Sky, kill Tiamat, and then go beat Chaos. And it's a full Topher, so. So the black shirt plus 2 is actually going to be better. Like 24 minus 1, 28, 0. So this is going to go here. You are going to go here. Oh. Gold. You are going to go back here. Bottle figures. I don't think I ever talked to Dr. Un. Hopefully my cube is not locked behind that, because please be a cube. That's my ribbon. I'll take it. See what Matoya has. Probably the key. So one of these guys has the key, the other one has. There we go. Alright, so I don't have to do Loopa Loopa. Because the Loopa Loopa is the key. So the slab, well, I ended up saving time there accidentally by not going to do the slab. And not walking to Loopa Loopa. I am going to beeline to Tiamat. Almost ran out of room for names on that list. What? You're supposed to miss. Wonder if this has anything bad. We'll maybe never know. can't run from these. These are weak to fire. But I don't have a fire. Probably should just cast nuke with both of them. But these are good XP. Everything in here is pretty good XP. These level 40. 2 more to go. So running through Topher, I'll probably get 42 by the time I get there. So that's nice. I'm not going to have the MDef maxed, but because I promoted at 36. Alright, let's see if I see Mr. Warmack. No, I don't want these sorcerers. That is why. Oh, here we go. Alright. It's a long Topher, so if you die, it kind of sucks, but with my paunch machine, I kind of just want to go. I should have a lot of... I think I'm most max. Yeah, 99, so... Alright, house. And let's go. Oh, shoot. Strike first. What? This is going to be a good XP fight, so I'll take it, but hopefully I don't have anything mean. But this is going to be like 8k XP, I think, or something. It's like 20k solo. I don't want to do that. Use my life charges. One more level. Lich was always a pain in the vanilla game. I swear, he would nuke me every single time. First, it was unless I got turn order. And goodbye. What? Oh, D, you sissy. Well, that was lucky. Really want level 44 or 42. Yuck. Who'd have thought? The only bad part of Lich not attacking is I didn't see anything bad. I mean, so far I haven't seen anything bad at all. Oh no. So I don't know if Chaos is sitting there with nuke and 2 nuclears and oh come on. And I didn't even buy any goddamn I don't think I bought any softs because I didn't see them at the one store I went to. Well, this just got significantly harder. Right? I don't have a soft. Alright, well, this has got a lot more annoying. Alright, just a couple more of those. This could be a very scary chaos. Alright, well, let's see. And this is why you have a paunch machine, because he kind of makes everything feel a little bit safer. But oh, he needs to have the ribbon. And I'm going to put I want Zeus to survive in theory, at least to get fast off. Jeez, that was lucky. Well, even with poor planning, you can still sometimes force through it, and that is the power of the black belt. Another one I don't know if I necessarily earned, but that's how it goes sometimes. I got pretty lucky there. Only 2 rounds. I got to see Lit 2 and Rub. That was it. So, 1 power bonk, 1 nuke, 1 temper, and a fast, and a paunch. Goodbye, chaos. So, hour 22. It's probably middle of the road. Definitely some areas for improvement. I still am not fast enough in the towns, recognizing what I need, getting it quickly, and moving on. You know, I didn't get too many boxes that I didn't need to check. So I don't think I wasted a ton of time there. I didn't lose time going to ordeals because that was the chime, which was required. I was able to skip a Lupa trip, so that was good. You know, if somebody else had remembered to do the slab and walked all the way down there, I mean, I don't know what it would have been. It would have been the key, so they would have probably reset back and at least saved the walk. But, you know, that's however long was that, 45 seconds to walk down there, depending on encounters, minute or so. Everywhere else I pretty much, I think, had to go. I don't think I could have skipped anything, so you know, it's a work in progress. I've brought my average down a ton. When I first started, you know, the first time I beat the game, it was like an hour and 50 minutes, hour 55 minutes, and that was mostly because I was checking all the boxes and stuff. But you know, I know the whole map, so at least I wasn't wasting time wondering where to go next. The first few times I've played it, but I've taken a half an hour off of my. It was, you know, usually an hour 40 plus at least on average. So I've taken 20 minutes to a half hour off my average run, I'd say. So provided I don't these normal ones, you know, the dungeon dives and proc gen and all that other stuff, you know, I need to figure out a way to take notes and figure those out. But I enjoy them because it's, you know, it's the same game but different, and that's why I really love this randomizer. So once again, I want to say thanks to the Final Fantasy randomizer crew for, you know, continuing to work on this and making this thing just so fun to play. Thanks to the Duck Derby and Duck drawing a blank right now, initiation kind of stuff, the Duckling Boot Camp, you know, for teaching a lot of the stuff. There's still some things that I've got questions on, even though I know they've been explained a little bit. I'm going to go back and watch some of the videos, like with the encounter tables, walking in front of doors, all that stuff, you know, how it makes sense. The big one I need to learn is counting the encounter table and figuring out how to manipulate that. I think that would be a huge benefit to my play. But again, I'm not that upset. I don't think I only had that one wipe, I think, early, and I didn't really lose much there. So you know, it was pretty good. So well, once again, I look forward to seeing my playthrough tomorrow. And if anybody does happen to watch this, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Bryce signing off. Take care.